Welcome back to the channel. So just continuing from the previous video where I've shown you that how you can enable Raspberry Pi as a wireless access point. Now we are going to use the same Raspberry Pi as a VPN gateway for our devices which are wirelessly connected over this access point. So to do this thing you will need two things. One is the VPN software. So I'm using OpenVPN software, and I'm using VPN services from Cactus VPN. So you can pick any VPN service provider who supports OpenVPN, such as ExpressVPN or NordVPN or anything like that. So Cactus VPN had offered like 3 days of trial without saving the credit card details. So just I wanted to first kind of make it work and then see the performance and then make a decision. So I'm already sitting onto the Raspberry Pi board here, I guess. I'm there. So I'll just take you through the configurations. So first you need to obviously install OpenVPN software with kind of a aptitude command. Aptitude install OpenVPN if you are on Ubuntu Debian kind of operating systems. If you are onto RHEL, then you have to use a yum like installers. And once this is done, then you have to go back to your VPN provider page, and you have to kind of create an account there. I've already created an account and I've already logged in there. In the settings you will see a section where it will give you your username and password for your VPN connections. And then you have to download kind of OpenVPN files and certificate. Certificate is optional. I mean, if you see that VPN is not working, then obviously you need to deploy the certificate before you start VPN services. So in how to start VPN, set up a VPN, I just go here and now I'll search for OpenVPN in here on this page. And it takes me to a link which says download OpenVPN config files. Clicking on this link takes me to the download sections on Cactus VPN. Down below here you will see download OpenVPN configuration files. So you'll see that this thing brings up a OpenVPN-config.zip which contains their kind of a server profiles, VPN server profiles. They have got, I think, 35 or 36 VPN profiles over like UDP and TCP protocols. You have to download these VPN profiles and the certificate, and then place this thing into I'll tell you directory just a second, into etc open VPN client. And in here in this client directory you can create kind of subdirectories by the name of the VPN provider. For example, I've created Cactus, and in this Cactus directory I've placed all the VPN profiles and plus certificate. Certificate obviously is not mandatory, so I've just kept it if in case I need it. So in this, I'll just go and randomly show you a VPN profile. So let's pick this one. So in here this is the complete VPN profile. You should be interested in this line actually. So if you leave this line as such by default, then every time you connect to the VPN it will ask for your username and password. And obviously when you run OpenVPN in the background as a service, then you have to make it non-interactive. So to make it non-interactive, what you have to do is you have to put up you have to basically mention the configuration file, sorry, not the configuration file, authentication file next to this section auth user password. So this file basically just contains your kind of username and password separated by the line /n. So it will be looking something like for example, if I say cactus.auth, so you will mention your username like my VPN user and my pass, something like that. Just save it and direct it and mention this configuration file in your VPN profile. That's it. So now you can connect to the VPN. I think I'm already connected. Let me just stop that session first. Let me just check if I'm connected or not. So open VPN. I'm already connected. So let me first stop this thing and then I'll show you. So we'll be using, say for example, Seattle profile, US Seattle profile to connect to VPN. So and by default, I mean, you will see that there are just kind of Ethernet 0 and WLAN 0 and allow interfaces actually. Okay, so once you're connected to the VPN, it will bring up a new interface called tunnel 0. Okay, then you have to basically, after connecting to the VPN, you have to basically direct all your traffic coming to WLAN 0 to direct through tunnel 0. Okay, otherwise, I mean, your traffic will be just going on internet via Ethernet 0, which obviously is not kind of through your VPN gateway. Yeah. So I'll tell you, I'll come back to that later. So first let me connect to the VPN. So you have to just type open VPN followed by the VPN profile, and this will bring up the VPN connection in a while. Let me just open one more tab and connect to Raspberry Pi router to show you the interface. So I think it's still taking some time. So here you can still see that there are just 3 interfaces. So once it's connected, you will see that there are like 4 interfaces. I mean, Ethernet, loopback, WLAN, and tunnel 0. Yeah. Yeah, I think it is now still connecting. Yeah. Just wait for some time. Not every profile is working every time, so you have to make a kind of choice of working profile at times. Yeah. Okay, so initial sequence completed, so this should now bring up the tunnel. Yeah, you can see it's enabled now. Yeah. Now in the previous video I've shown you that you have to basically direct traffic from Ethernet 0. Yeah. And now in this thing you have to direct traffic through tunnel 0. So you have to just type, like, instead of Ethernet 0, you have to type tunnel 0. Yeah, and make it persistent like we did in the previous one using that filter, save, or you can put it into your rc.local file. So here I've mentioned like that every traffic should be directed from tunnel 0. Yeah. So and you can obviously verify this thing once it's kind of up, that your tunnel 0 is being mentioned over here. So now I think we can go back and connect to the VPN. That's already okay. I'm already onto the Raspberry Pi SSID, and let me just put up a TCP dump on tunnel 0 to see that if the traffic is going out of this tunnel or not. Yeah. So -i tunnel 0. Yeah. Now we will browse something on internet and see that if the traffic is going out of that interface. Let me just open yahoo.co.in. Okay, we can see now it's going through this interface, and basically internet traffic is going through this tunnel 0 interface. So that's how you can basically enable VPN gateway for your entire home network, and you can secure like every device which is connected to your Raspberry Pi access point through this VPN gateway. So that's pretty much I wanted to cover, and I've already documented this thing on my website, so you can just visit mk.in to see this article, secure home network with Raspberry Pi based VPN gateway. So here I've already mentioned the details. One last thing probably I just wanted to mention is that by default OpenVPN actually looks for the client file at this location, etc OpenVPN client.conf. Yeah. So what you can do is just select the profile that you want to use and create a symbolic link or soft link to this file. Yeah. So for example, my client.conf is right now pointing to Singapore kind of server profile of Cactus VPN. Yeah. And then obviously you can just use like service command, I mean basically to see and stop OpenVPN services. Yeah. So right now it's running from the CLI, just for showing you the things in detail. I'll just stop it here and I'll run it from service tool. Yeah, so let's see. So now we'll check the status. And to double confirm that, I mean basically if you are going through the tunnel or not, you can just go back to your browser and
check that what is a public IP, basically exit public IP. What is my IP on this kind of tool. So I'll just check my IP here. So it's showing that my IP is this thing. If I am not on the VPN, if I stop this VPN and if I directly connect to my ISP router's access point, then you will see a different IP. So if I now connect, if I again kind of refresh this page, it will change the IP. So now it's going to be okay. I have to maybe let me check. Okay, let me just refresh this, open this in another page. Tab, yes, a second. So it's taking some time, I don't know why. That's strange. Yeah, now it's showing. So this is my ISP provided IP and this is my VPN gateway IP. Yeah. So that's pretty much wanted to share. Thanks for watching. Hope you like it and find it useful. Yeah, thanks. Bye.